Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Carlson from the Grove Animal Hospital and Holistic Center, discussing custom holistic testing for case number 00427. This is a retest, and we can see that for the most part, this patient is totally balanced. We just have a little mark right here. LY11 is going to be a mild chronic inflammation of the ears, 46 out of 47 being normal, and so the other 29 points were balanced. What I'm going to do with this patient is that we're going to use a product called Lymphodrainex. Lymphodrainex is going to help the ears drain better. We'll use a second product called Momentum-Max at 2 to 3 drops every 2 to 3 days to help control inflammation in the ear. And also, if we have current symptoms of ear disease, that will help treat it. If we don't, that'll help manage it until we get this number corrected. And then finally, lymphatic massage behind the ears can be really helpful as far as ear pressure in order to help those ears drain a little bit better. Just a minor adjustment is all we need for this patient. It's been a pleasure to see the progress because we certainly started from a lot more weaknesses and stresses in this patient, and now we're getting it almost to where we need it to be. So once this patient is totally corrected, then we go on to maintenance, where we're just testing every 3 to 6 months.
Could you give an example of how to do that massage?
I sure can. Just behind the ears in dogs, there's a depression just like we have for ourselves. And that's a lymphatic drainage point. That's just, and just below that is where the lymph node is. So just moving down from that impression down to the lymph node itself will help to move that fluid down. I do about 5 movements once a day.
Not very hard. It doesn't.
Not
look
very
like.
hard. Just light pressure. Yeah.
And that kind of squeezes it out.
What it does is help because the muscle normally would move that fluid down. If it gets built up, that muscle gets fatigued. And you'd be surprised, there's actually a lot of muscle in the ear for ear control because the dogs will move their ears forward and backward. And that helps to drain that fluid down and reduce inflammation, or the potential for inflammation if none is present.
I actually did that myself. You remember that?
I do.
Yeah, actually, it works.
It helps a lot.
Trust me.